Okay, so this is gonna come out as probably falling on deaf ears at this point. If you did click on the video and you don't want to watch all the way through it, at the end I'm gonna put a TLDR so you can kind of just get like the gist of like what's going on. Pretty much what's going on is I'm doing a sort of rebrand, but not in the way that like people normally do a rebrand. I'm essentially going to separate this channel from my personal work. I've wanted to work for Mark since 2014, and that is a very, very long time. And to keep doing something for a very long time with little to less results than you had previously, it's very hard to keep going with. It's not me saying that I'm totally giving up and I'm, deleting the channel and I'm done trying or whatever. Essentially, I'm in a different place that I was before. I've moved, I have a nice desktop computer, like I can stream, I have fast internet, like, I've upgraded a lot. And now that I'm in a better place, it's kind of brought me to the attention of wondering, who am I? And so because of that, I've decided to branch out and try new things. And essentially what's going to happen is I am going to separate myself from the SMB brand into my own thing. That does not mean that the channel is going anywhere, like I said. Essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to treat music more like a hobby, like I did previously, instead of stressing about it and making it like a job. Because that's pretty much what happened, is I felt like I had to put out something every single day or I wasn't doing good enough, and I essentially burnt myself out. And when you get a bunch of like negative things happen, like, a bunch of copyright claims and stuff, that really doesn't help with burnout at all. So because of that, I kind of stepped away and I was like, I can't do this right now. I need to focus on other things. And in doing so, I've realized that there's more that I would like to do that I am simply unable to do under the SMB brand. Now, honestly, I could just keep going and essentially make this more of something for me instead of focusing on Mark stuff, but then what's the point of the username? Like that's kind of the whole thing, is why I had this brand in the first place. And I don't dislike Mark or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It's more the fact of I just want to start doing more things for me and less for other people. So pretty much what this means is I have a new channel up. If you would like to go follow it, I will put the link in the description. It'll also be at the end of the video. The channel is going to focus more on my content, in the fact of like not stuff for Mark, but stuff that like me and my friends are doing. It's going to have stream highlights from that you have seen previously. Those are going to be up on the other channel. It's also going to have stream archives. So if you would like to see full streams, if you don't have Twitch or whatever, then you can go there and see the full streams. It's going to have that. This channel is going to focus more on Mark related things. So when it's like Markiplier edits or, music, like that stuff will be treated more as a hobby again, like it was in the past. All the stuff on the channel is going to stay on the channel. Nothing's going to change for this channel as of right now. Essentially, you're probably not going to see much of a change. There's been mainly what you've been seeing lately is like streams and stuff that I've done with friends, and that's not going to be a thing on here anymore. Like, it's going to be more just Markiplier related stuff, because I know that's what most of you are here for. It's for the music, it's for the edits, it's for that stuff. And so because of that, I'm going to keep it that way, and then that way this will be something separate. There's also going to be more social media, and kind of this is going to be its own thing, its own brand, and this will keep it kind of more like steady, so that way it's not you know, it's not confusing, because if you go to my Twitch and then you go to my channel, like my YouTube channel, it's two totally different, you know, things. So this is to kind of help keep things consistent, and then the SMB brand will be more of like a side thing. I did make a post on my Twitter about this, and I'm going to proceed to read off things that are going to change and things that are not going to change. I want to focus more on being a VTuber, so my other account is Midnight's Brew. If you would like to go follow that, that's going to focus more on the VTuber aspect of things, more of the like streaming and like content with me and my friends. That's all going to be under the Midnight Brew's handle. What does this mean for you guys, essentially, other than, you know, the fact of, like I said, the channel will be more or less, you know, remaining the same, other than just personal stuff will be somewhere else. So Twitter, you know, like there's going to be that I have the new Twitter account if you would like to go follow that. Once again, a link to it is going to be in the description. The Tumblr will stay the same. There is just going to be another Tumblr under it, which is going to be the Midnight's Brew one. That one will proceed to have things like, if I do edits or things like that'll all go on there, for like, you know, my stuff. There is a new YouTube channel that is Midnight's Brew. Once again, that's linked in the description, and it'll also be linked at the end of the video. It'll also be just where like more of that stuff goes. Obviously emails will stay the same, like, you know, if you still need to email me, that's going to be the same. But usernames like on Steam and Rockstar, Final Fantasy 14 League, all that stuff is a little bit harder to change because sometimes they require you to pay to have that stuff changed. So that stuff's going to stay the same right now. If I make more new accounts, you might see it have the Midnight's Brew label, but right now, like, that stuff is going to basically stay the same. And Midnight's Brew might not always be available either, so, you know, it would be that as well. But other than that, that's kind of all that I've been here to say. So TLDR, the channel's staying, it's just more personal stuff is going to move to a different channel. Channel's linked down below. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all that you've done for me. And like I said, the channel's not being deleted or nothing. It's just, it's going to be treated more like a hobby than an actual business. The Midnight's Brew brand will be more like the business aspect of things. So if you are interested in my personal work and not just my Markiplier edits and music, then you can go follow that channel. Go support me there. Please go support me there. I'm basically starting from fresh. You know, I'm basically starting all over again. So this is going to be really hard for me because I have held on to this brand and this name for so long. Obviously, I'm still going to have it. It's just going to be not my main thing anymore, because I want to focus more on me, and I just feel really restrictive here. So if you'd like to go support me there, please do. Really appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. I hope to see you guys enjoy the content that's over there. All right, goodbye.